Who the fuck is Are You Sure? Are you sure, mate? Right. Right. I mean, okay, my little cockle Isaac. Dan just laughed. Can we put Dan in the yarn naughty corner until he comes to his senses and bans on Isaac? He's obviously. Wait, hold on, guys. He has a race ban, remember? Dan, he has a race ban. Get him out. He has a race ban from Brazil season 10. No, he didn't. He never raced. Never tried to race since then. Dan, he has a race ban from season 10. In fact, it should be three race ban if it's the current rules. He wants to commentate. Yeah, because he's not an asshole. Also, he was in the league at that point. He joined the server. Tell you what, I'm protesting. I'm leaving. I'm leaving I'm leaving the server, and I'm leaving this until Dan Lick kicks him. This is ridiculous, Dan. This is ridiculous. I'm not commentating with Isaac in the race. Has he kicked him yet? He's obviously going to take someone out. He did. He did the last time he raced. He took out Riley. I already left. Tell you what, I'm making a new lobby, guys. Yeah, obviously he's going to do that. I'm not stupid. I'm not letting this happen. I'm making a new lobby. I'm inviting everyone. Unless he kicks him, I will. Right, mark my words. Okay. I already invited Graham Crackers first. It's fine. I mean, I apologize for being late myself, but I didn't appreciate the whole Eliza situation. Yeah, who invited Eliza? I wasn't even in here when you joined. I do, but I didn't invite him because I wasn't here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying everyone invites him, so. So Dan, you didn't invite him, but you also you want him to stay. I'm inviting everyone, bro. You're like low on the list. Levy's online as well. I can invite him. Yeah, I invited you, John. Who else is there? Yep. You'll all get invites, don't worry. Except for the guys that I don't know. I can't add those people. Bonfo, Ski. We got Dan Leedy we could invite if he's gonna race. We got Dylan Gao. We got Felix, we got Hubert, we got Harry already in here. Davis isn't racing. Invite Hubert. I'm not inviting Liza Gabriel Shemk. Darkson. I did. Oh shit, is he? Did I invite? Oh, oops. Okay, so there's more people to invite. There were 17 people. I need a few people that. You're not online on my screen, Jan. There you are. I already invited you. What are you on about? Look in your mail. I just invited you. Oh no. Has he joined? Wait, who else? There was 17, there was 16 people before, excluding Eliza. Who are the three people we're missing? Darkson says Ski hasn't joined yet, has he? Alright, I'll invite you again just in case. Who else is there? Where's yeah, where's that other guy, the Eddie Ots guy that your friend Jan? Yeah, ask him to join my server. Say that I'm an actual NPL member, unlike Eliza. Dan's here. Yeah, we should have started a while ago, man. I got no time today for this shit, man. Yeah, we're missing. We got Ski just joined. Yeah, we need the ego guys to join. Ski just joined. John joined. John getting McLaren. Pretty please. Who else? There's two more people we're missing though, besides the Eggio guy. No, but there was 17 people in the lobby when I joined, and Eliza was one of them. So it's 16 people are here. Oh, yeah, of course. I'll invite him again. But he's not online. Oh, there he is. Oh my god, I just invited Eliza again. Oh, fuck. At least I can kick him. Perfect. Actually, I will invite him so he can join, and then I'll kick him. Just to be funny. Yeah, where is Drags? Is he race? You can't race, right? I messaged Levy saying MPL time. Hopefully he'll join mid-session. There he is. What's this emo-ass song, bro? Right, Egios has joined. He will drive for, what, Mercedes? What? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I think he might actually do that because he's probably not stupid. But oh, he just messaged my chat. He says, "So I'm not allowed in here anymore." No. Everyone, respectfully, Eliza, everyone here, with a very few exceptions, doesn't want you here anymore. Like, if you want to race in a league, this is not the league for you. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're too fast. If that's gonna stroke your ego. Oh, I'm in my alternate account, lol. I didn't realize. What does that mean? He's not even online. Where is Pshank, bro? Yeah, I'm crying my eyes out, Alazik. Alazik's still being childish with me. It's quite funny. Why is Derva saying allows us to join the race? What do you mean join the race? Oh shit. It's on now. Everything else is right, so don't worry. I've already got the weather, time of day is fine. Yeah, but Isaac, what is stopping you from saying you're going to commentate and then just suddenly joining and then going straight into the race after spectating it? It's pretty easy to do that. Yeah, no one likes him either, that is true. But yeah, Dan does because Dan's a softie. But where's Shank? Why is Shank not here? Well, so why is Alistair saying? Oh, so what? Sorry, why is Derva saying join the race? What do you mean join the race? Who are you talking about? Oh, you want me? Oh, so you want me to race? No, I want to commentate it. I already have invited him like a million times. He isn't joining. Just oh, he said his game crashed. You can join mid session. Eliza said I'm retired, bro. I'm just a commentator now. Yeah. Yes, he's right. Considering how little he used to talk, I don't know why he's suddenly a commentator now. Yeah, I remember that as well. That was funny. Oh god, everyone hates him. Besides, I'm the GOAT commentator. I'm going to enjoy myself. Okay, if you really want to take it, if we can do a test run to see if we can trust him, but I think Eliza can come. By the way, Eliza, you can probably commentate the tier 1 season we're doing next season. Or graham crackers. I mean, graham crackers would be pretty tough. Who is Are You Sure? Who is Are You Sure? Is he good or what? Who's the guy that was apparently in the 1 minute twos? Who's that who's lying about having 1 minute twos? I guarantee you that guy doesn't get 1 minute twos around here. And if he does, then mark my, whatever. Tell you what, he can do oh, it's raining. It's only spring quality, who gives a shit? Right, welcome to NPL. Okay. Isaac does want to commentate for this league for next season. I mean, that would be. Wouldn't mind that. Wait. Yeah, this is sprint weekend. We started late. Like, I was sorry, I made it a bit late, but it wasn't 15 minutes late. It doesn't make any sense. What do you mean if I was here early, Eliza wouldn't have joined? Doesn't make any sense. Whoever invited him is an idiot. Are You Sure is weaving down the straight. Welcome to MPL Season 14, Race 10. Yeah, I believe it, but even still, I just think... I don't even know who did. Who would invite... Someone must have accidentally invited him. Nah, Harry, you're not. You're not. Shank has joined. There we go. Shank will join for the sprint race, but not for the sprint quality. We have good enough 16 people today. That's quite a big attendance for an NPR race. So we have 2 new drivers. We have Are You Sure 25. We have Eggy Yachts. I don't know who that is, but there you go. I'm reading that as Eggy Yacht 66. I'm afraid, Jan. Yeah, I think his name's Isaac has left the session. It says. Wait, I even know he joined. Oh well. Pshank said, by the way, this N-word stuff they said about me, they're lying, I'm innocent. Okay. Pshank, can you prove that? There is a screenshot of it, my boy. I'm afraid to tell you. So actually, Are You Sure is on a lap currently. Using battery down here. Liza rejoin. I mean, if he races, then we'll just restart, I guess. I don't know. No, fine. If you want to race, then it's no problem then. I'm not racing. I don't really care if he races, to be honest. The purple sector from Are You Sure? I think he's the first driver to be on a lap at the moment. I actually have no idea. There is currently a rebel in the final sector. That might be either Graham Crackers. It is Graham Crackers. He'll be the first one to come in. Leslie said, at least could I do a last to first? I'd prefer if you didn't try. And he did the face blue smiling emoji. Let's see what Are You Sure is going to get on his first run of the entire series. 1 minute 12.9 in the wet conditions. Pretty good lap, man. Using the hot lap, however, is not optimal. Here's John coming out the final corner. There's a Haas in front, I believe. It is Bonfrey who's on 13.7. John does on 13.3. John actually is currently behind Bonfrey in the standings by no points because Bonfrey has a podium and John does not so far this season. Jan goes second with a 1:13.2, 3/10 off the pace of Are You Sure? He looks pretty good already. Maybe even a front-running contender in his debut in NPL. That'd be very cool. We have Hubert now in P6 on his outlap. Harry goes cross line, goes third, fastest with the 1:13.3 behind Jan. Ahead of John, only just. And then Felix goes P5. Now he's good in the rain. I thought you retired from league racing. I don't know what this is about with you driving. Ruben on P9. And Dylan probably goes in front, down in P8 now with a 1:13.7 behind Bonfo and Felix. And Fabian does go quickest now, the 1:12.5 here in sprint quali. 4 tenths quicker. Middle sector is complete chaos at the moment. Cars everywhere. Whoa, Dogson got impeded by the Haas. I think the miscommunication there with someone. Yeah, that was a miscommunication between Dogson and Felix there that led to a little bit of impeding, but that wasn't really Felix's fault. He did try to move. Grumcracker's currently P7 now between the two Hasses. And we have Are You Sure now in P2 on debut in the rain. Maybe it's... The Haas 67 was plausible, but no longer with Grumcrackers now in that position. Dan is now P9. The driver currently second in the championship under issue. And Darkson continuing on now. Coming out the final corner, what's it going to be? Fortunately, it's only a 1:14.2 now. We're in 10th place. Chases down. Maybe he's going to go into another lap for me as well. Here's wet conditions. You do generally see a benefit of doing that. Dylan Gall is up at almost 2/10 in the first sector alone on this time by. Pretty good. Heading through here now. What's he going to manage? Standing into the corner now. Probably currently on provisional pole by some margin here in the rain. What's that on about now? Oh my god, Dylan is up by almost a second on this lap. He could very well get on the front row with this lap, actually. Oh, that's Dylan Gall's wife driving. Dylan Gall's wife supposedly is the one driving, and he's actually doing better than Dylan ever did, actually, which is quite funny. Can Dylan Gall's gal go on pole? No, he goes 8th. She goes 8th, I should say. Hold on a minute, Psheng went quickest. When did that happen? Ski went quickest. Okay, that was random. John went P4 as well in the meantime. Okay, this is getting interesting. Obviously, the rain does provide. Supposedly, stuff's possible, but it's still raining, so I think that's a horrible idea. Felix goes up to P6. Another driver who's very good in the wet conditions. Narrowly missing out on P5. Darkson goes up to P7 on his new lap. And Harry there in 9th place. Continues on. And Dylan there. Now P10 ahead of Grumcrackers. Yeah, I know. Dylan Gall's wife. What should I call Dylan Gall's wife? So Dylan's Gall in P10, currently coming into the pit lane soon, and Hubert there as well is down in P12. We're looking at him going around the track. Fabian Muir did go quicker again with a 1 minute 11.9. His fastest first sector for Grumcrackers, supposedly. John now at the final corner going into a lap. We have Are You Sure now on his second attempt. Sliding through the first corner, struggling for traction on the first corner there, but he's looking pretty good, actually. I'm intrigued to see what he can do in the league. Looking like nearly, maybe, we could see a new Tier 1 driver here. Currently, supposedly a purple first sector. He's up by 800s, but he's got a second to gain if he wants to get on the front row with Fabian. And Ski as well. Currently, Hamilton the second spot in qualifying. Schenk there in P3. Up by... Okay. And then Schenk P3 continuing on. And John in P4 heading into turn 4 now. Nice line, but got on the power a little bit too early and goes in the gravel, and that's going to cost him time on the exit, but it's still time that's to be gained. Are You Sure now going for a mid-12? Maybe we can get onto the second row of the grid once again. Struggling to gain more time here on this lap. Maybe the last sector is where the time will be gained for the Mercedes driver. It's a very careful driving from this driver here, very clean. I don't think they know that it's actually not strict rules, because they're driving like it's strict rules. There it is. Fourth fastest to the 1:12.3, 500 slower than Pschenk's lap from before. Who I believe is on a lap now. He's almost 3/10 up. There should be a provisional pole time, actually. With this provisional pole for Pschenk across the line, it is going to be provisional pole for Pschenk by 3/10 of a second. He was 7/10 quicker that time by, so it's Pschenk v Fabian, it seems, and Ski as well. Oh, Jan hit his front wing on the last corner and ruins his lap. He was up quite a bit there, unfortunately. Harry is almost a second up in the middle sector alone. Is this going to be enough to get pole position here in the sprint quali with 3 minutes to go in the session? Off the final corner he comes. This will be a great lap. They're looking pretty good. And he goes fourth fastest to the 1:12.3. Slightly quicker than Are You Sure in P5 on the wet conditions. Probably has time to do one more lap on this tyre. May as well just keep the tyres warm by going around again and saving battery as he does. Who was that who just improved? Was that Dan in P6? Yes, it is. Very nice. 1:12.5 for him. Darkson continues on. Rubenon just went into P10 with a 1:13.0. Jan there also looking to get into a lap soon, I'm sure. He's currently down on his last attempt. I don't know if he's going to do another lap. Looks like he's going to pit. Ruben on supposedly out the purple first sector. Interesting. There is definitely time in being improved on. But Bonfo, meanwhile, I should mention, is 15th currently. He's been very strong in qualifying recently, looking to get back in this fight. He's already, oh wow, almost half a second up. Oh my god, Jan's moaning about nothing now. Anyway, Bonfo is now P15. He's already half a second up in the first sector alone. Oh, a bit of a slide there, however, through turn 4. You have time, Jan. Just chill out, man. And there goes, Ego, as his name is, has actually not done a lap yet, so we'll see how he does. Bonfo is sending this lap. He's a second up. And as it stands, being a second quicker would put him around about P8, P9. Let's see where Bonfo can manage. He's got loads of battery to use, however, in the last sector, which could be really beneficial for him. Here he comes, and then to turn 9 now. And then to the final corner at turn 10, what's he going to manage? Very nice and careful, using the width of the track and getting on the power nicely. What's it going to be for Bonfo? It's a 1 minute 12.1 and goes 4th fastest. Great lap from Bonfo when he needed it. 1.6 seconds quicker. And now it does improve up to P4, and that will likely be his last lap of the session. Psheg, I think, is not going to do another lap. Let's see what Fabian is managing. He's not on a lap currently. He's doing 2 out laps. Ski there is also on that lap currently. I think we're a second one, I should say. And Dan there is on a lap now. He's got a purple first sector. Apparently he's sliding on the exit. Is anyone opting for the soft tyres? No one is. Harry is on the used set of Inters right now. Is he on a lap currently? No, he's not. Might go into one this time by though. He's got plenty of fuel, I'm sure, because you're going to want that in the wet conditions. Oh yeah, Pshank's on his out lap. I don't think he has enough time to go do a lap though. I think this could be it for Pshank. He may have mistimed this. And Dana is actually on a lap that could get in pole position here. He's 6/10 up. This is a great lap. Apparently it's a purple middle sector and a purple. Darksen goes second. What a lap by Darksen. Second, 1 second quicker than his previous attempt. Out of nowhere, Darksen goes second fastest. Only half a tenth off of Pshank's provisional pole time. Where is Dan going to manage on this lap? He's 6/10 up already. Can he go any quicker? Is it going to be the front row for Dan maybe? In the wet conditions, it's provisional pole for Dan. 1.1 seconds quicker, 3/10 quicker than Pshank. Great lap from him. It's not wet anymore. People could be trying to go on the dry tyres. But it's too late to try now because some people just don't have the chance to. But meanwhile, Ski's improving already by 2.5 tenths in the first sector. That's a great first sector from him. He's looking pretty strong here at Austria today. Oh, big slide in the middle sector there, though. And he's still... What a lap by Ski! He's a second up when he's looking to be the first driver in the 1 minute 10s. This could be it. He's sliding everywhere, trying to get on the traction of the car. What's it going to be? Out the final corner? Is there an improvement there? No, Are You Sure stays in P8. Is there someone else? Is that Hubert coming towards the line? He goes 9th fastest to the 112.4. Here comes Ski through the final corner. He sends it. Sliding off the corner he goes. And it is going to be a 1 minute 10.5. He's 8 tenths quicker than Dan. What a lap by Ski to go for provisional pole. Is Fabian going to do enough? Oh, Pshank was 1 second late to do that. Dylan Galsgal goes second. What a lap. No way. Dylan Galsgal goes second fastest. Fabian is currently on provisional pole on course to. Felix goes second fastest. Felix goes second with a 1 minute 10.9. John goes third fastest. And here comes Fabian now. Can he unsettle the pole position picture here? Very nice last corner, very direct. Looking like the quickest driver on this lap. Is this pole position for Fabian? Looks like it is. Yes, it is. 1 minute 10.3. Beats Ski. What's Bonfo going to manage now? Wait, Bonfo could go for pole. He's 4 tenths up in the middle set. No, he pits. He ran out of fuel. Oh. And he's out. And Isaac is also... Isaac joined, by the way, just to mention everyone. This is literally what Season 10 was. Why didn't you? Also, Ego did a 1:46.7 on his last lap, which was 36 seconds off the pace. So Isaac is trying to last the first. Isaac has returned. He was going to race in Season 11, but then left because of 5 lappers. So now he's back. Meanwhile, Felix gets 3rd place. A great performance from Felix there, looking for his first sprint podium of his career. Ski second, and Fabian. So, whack quality once again shakes up the order. John in P4, really good stuff from McLaren, looking very interesting at the moment. Oh, I don't know why I accidentally invited Eliza. That was quite funny, actually. Oh well. Um, I mean, it was an accident, so I can't really do much about it. If you guys want to restart, that's on you, but I don't really care. I'm not racing. As long, and the only reason we'd restart is if he kills someone. If he does, we'll restart that session. So, yeah, we could just get someone in the back to kill Isaac at the start. I'm joking. That'll work, to be fair, Harry. I know. I know. Here we go. We now have 17 people. I think this is actually the most attendance we've had all season with Isaac now here. So this could be interesting in the sprint race. So Isaac, who is apparently retired from league racing, is now back. And let's see how good he actually is. Is Isaac still in contention to go for the Le Pole, the Le Win? To be fair, Fabian versus Eliza could actually be pretty tough in the current, situation. What's Shank doing? Shank goes around here. He goes into the lead. He goes Shank. What a start from 9th to 1st. Absolute cinema on the formation lap. That's how you know he's a real champion contender of the season. Harry, it's the rain. That's what you expect. It's not suitable to your driving style, let's say. So it looks like Dan has been out qualified by a woman, and I'm sure Dan is not very happy about that. Because Dan is sexist. It'd be funny if it was just Dylan Gal saying it was his wife. But, I want to see Dylan Gal's wife, Loki, just contend for wins and championships and whatnot. Ulikankomate! So Fabian in the beautiful chrome McLaren looking to get back on the podium after missing out last time, trying to do a last to first in Imola against only 12 other people. Fabian had a very difficult race, but he was involved with multiple incidents. We have Isaac here who should be banned, but apparently isn't, because he hasn't served the race ban that he had from season 10 Brazil when he birded Riley on purpose. But you know, he joined. It was an accidental invite. We may as well see how it goes. Maybe he'll be clean this time. You never know. Who do you think is number 73? Fabian in P1, for fuck's sake. Fabian in P1 we're going to start with the sprint race here in Austria for, I believe it'll be 12 laps in Austria today. Here we go then, for 12 laps for the Austria Sprint in NPL Season 14 Race 10. Here we go. And it is. Light side. That's a quick run to the lights. Fabian, that's a great start. Terrible start for Ski. Felix goes into second straight away. 4 wide in the background. Cars in the background going 4 wide into the first corner. There's going to be a crash, surely. There isn't. They kept it clean. Some cars off the track, but there's no incident so far. Felix in P2 now will chase down Fabian in P1. Can he go for it? Elizac's still in this fight in the back of the field. And Dylan continuing on. And down inside goes Dan. Is that going to be a crash? Almost. He slid the car around. There's a spin there for Bond for a crash. Someone's around. Mercedes of Hubert has been spun around him with multiple cars in the back of the field. And he gets hit again as he tries to redress. And he gets hit by Rubinon. Eliza goes past as well. You've now got Ego going into P13. Meanwhile, Are You Sure is Sawa Bond for P9. And Harry there up to P4. Great start from Harry. And there, Harry and John have a controversial incident. That goes down. Oh, was that Dylan? Dylan down the inside now, going towards John as well. So it's Fabian that leads for Felix in second. Can Felix stay in the DRS? Oh, Fabian is the question. He'll have to send these last 2 corners if he wants it. Oh, he just about missed out on it. So close, so close. He might just about get it, you know, if he used the battery effectively. He does. He gets DRS, does Felix. So Felix keeping the DRS of Fabian, keeping him honest out in front. And Ski there in second is actually getting gapped almost by Felix. I don't mind, he's gaining time on the exit of the first corner. Already Felix losing time on the exit, but he's going to try once again to get by his DRS like he does again. But he brakes too late, doesn't he? A little bit, but too much. Starting on the exit though. And it looks like Felix is going to lose out to Fabian once again here. But Harry's determined to get back in this fight. Meanwhile, Dylan got battling with John. And if Dan there chasing down Pshenk is also very close to John. To the inside he goes, into this corner. To the inside goes Pshenk. Sends the move on the inside. Alesic's pitting, by the way. He's in the last place now. Interesting. Why did he get damage or something? There's John there with Pshenk continuing on. You know, I wouldn't even mind if what's his face Eliza race, because we can break the record for most different drivers on the podium in a single season, which is 13. Well, Pshenk sent that corner there, and Dylan went a little bit deep into that corner. It's now going to be under pressure from him. And Jan with team orders from Red Bull now going side by side. Here comes Ego going for the inside on the move on Graham Crackers. Can he make it stick? Goes to the inside line, and he does make the move stick into the first corner, but almost spins off the corner. And this is going to give Graham Crackers the overspeed now off the corner. Meanwhile, it's a battle for second place between Ski and Felix. Ski goes to the outside line. Can he get past him on the outside? He's still there, and he does. Oh, big crash and a huge accident. Big accident in the background. Red flag. Huge accident. Both cars in the gravel there and going into turn 3. I thought it was on the exit. That was a huge crash. And that's a red flag, and that's going to completely change the complexion of this race. I heard that, and I was spectating a car that was on the other straight. I was looking at fucking Ski and I heard the crash. That was crazy. I just heard and like two people were dead in the wall. Hell no. You have 10 seconds. Here we go then, Fire Lights once again here for the Austria sprint. A red flag came out because Graham Crackers and Ego fucking died. It's lights time when we go. Fabian gets a decent start. But then Ski once again. What a start by Pshenk. Once again proving why he gets the best starts. To the inside he goes. Felix side by side with Ski in the first corner. Here comes Harry now off the exit. Got a great exit off the first corner. Hubert and Darkson going side by side in the back of the field. And now we can see Ski chasing down Fabian once again. But it's Felix now battling. Pshenk's in this fight as well on the inside of Felix. Goes to the move. And he does go for it. Is that going to be contact? Almost contact there. Bunch of cars getting stacked up in the back of the field. Off the track goes Jan there. Into the wall was that actually. Someone's in the grass. It's Dylan. Off the track he goes. He has front wing damage. I saw someone go off the screen to the left, and it was indeed Dylan. He was the car that went off. Here goes Hubert sending it down the inside. It's 3 wide into the turn 4 now. Jan going pushed off wide. Ruben on also. And Hubert does get the position up to P10. Bonfer's in P9 now. Are you sure is in P8 back chasing down Dan for P7. Trying his best. Dan saving battery, continuing to try and chase down John now, but it is Fabian out in front with Ski now behind him. Ski looking quick on the medium tyres here on lap 5 of 12. Can he get in the battle for the race lead with Fabian? Looking plausible. Needs to save some battery. But you can definitely unsettle the complexion of this race at this stage. And meanwhile, Jan going past Bonfro and Hubert's in that fight too. What is going on there? Oh, spinner. Big accident. Bonfro lost his entire front wing. And he's down to last place. And once again, there's a big crash. 2 big crashes in the same race here in the sprint race at Austria, and both of which I didn't see because I was looking at the lead fight. Off the track goes Dan. Meanwhile, here comes Ski on Fabian now. Can he get him? Is he going to give him the DRS? No, he's going to defend as hard as he can. Here comes Harry to the inside. Contact! And Harry did make contact there. Harry brakes too late and drives into the side of them. Luckily, he didn't get any damage. Bonfo's out of the race. He DNFs. There's no safety cars available for him to get. And there's not going to be a red second red flag, let's be real. Meanwhile, Felix battling up Shank for P4. Felix looking for some good points here today in the sprint race at Austria. He looks pretty well prepared for this weekend. Meanwhile, Jan battling with you. Are you sure now for P8? Is it going to go around the outside? Meanwhile, Eliza battling for P10, or P11, I should say, with Darksen. Or is that, I think that is actually Eliza battling Hubert, and it is indeed. And he goes up into P10. Eliza there chasing down the cars in front. And here comes Jan once again to the inside of Are You Sure? Is he going to go for a move on the inside of turn 9? I think he might know he thought about it, but no, he doesn't go for it. He's going to have to worry about his battery usage now. He's chasing down a great exit off the corner. Are You Sure? In P8, goes past Eliza as well, losing time on the exit. Eliza is not as quick as he used to be, actually, in this race. It might just be being careful. Maybe probably just saving, yeah, probably is just saving battery, to be fair. Anyway, here comes Ski, chasing down Fabian for the race lead once again. Fabian doing a good job defending and saving battery at the same time. So again, Harry almost at the back of Ski, who takes a very interesting line off that corner to get a better exit. Are you sure? And Jan battling out in P8 now. And they're side by side. Here comes Isaac off the corner as well. He's going to go for a move on both of them, maybe. He's chasing down Jan. He has no battery to use, and he might get Are You Sure as well for P8, and that will be a point for Isaac. Around the outside, he's going to try and go. He thought about it. Is he going to set up a switchback? He is. He gets a switchback off the corner. There we go. Goes by. I think the game breaks when it comes to red flags. It gives you an extra satisfier. Yeah, no, but like, have you noticed like whenever there's a red flag, it sometimes glitches out and then all your tires are fresh? Oh, I've noticed that, so that might happen, but also might lose a set, which would be shit. But anyway, Ski there, continuing on. I don't know what's going on in this lead fight. It seems like it's getting pretty heated out in front here. Is Harry going to go for a move on Ski is the question. Oh, we thought they both went for a move. Contact, Ski and Fabi make contact in the battle for the race lead. And now Harry's in the fight too. It's this three-way fight for the lead with Shank looking, biting at their heels as well. What's going to happen? Can Ski go past? And Harry does go past. And now he has a chance to battle with him as well. Oh, Ski there. Shank had to lock up to avoid hitting the back of him. And meanwhile, the battle continues on now between Jan and others. Elias gets pulled away from these cars in front. Or behind him, I should say. And he's closing in on John already for P7. I'm sure those two will have a lot to say about each other. Oh, Isaac almost spun there. I saw him as I went to his onboard. He drifted through that corner. He's trying way too hard to be aggressive on his turning. And almost spun around there. He was lucky not to. Shank there in P4. Chasing down Ski in P3. And Hubert's battling with his teammate now on track. And it looks like Are You Sure struggling for pace in the dry conditions after showing strong promise in the wet. Despite being on some good tyres here. And Hubert continuing on to chase down his teammate, who's really struggling for pace. Has he got damage or something? Maybe he does. Meanwhile, the battle for lead between Harry and Fabian is on. Can Harry go for a move on Fabian going into turn 3? He thought about it. He's going to try it. He does go for the inside. Contact, Fabian turns in. Oh, very close to a crash out in front between the top two. And now Harry may likely lose out on the exit because Fabian gets such good exits off these low speed corners. And can Harry go for a move here? Is he going to think about it? He thought about it. Now it's down to saving battery here between Harry and Fabian. Fabian isn't really gapping these cars, so I think they definitely could afford to save battery some more. So Fabian continuing on there. Trying to pull DRS here, and there is actually a huge DRS train from 1st to 7th that is forming at the moment. And they continue on now. Ski is in this fight, he's got Shank behind him. Here comes Harry now battling for the race lead with Fabian. It's quite interesting to see actually. Eliasek is slowly but surely gaining on these cars in front, but without DRS he's going to struggle to get in this train down in P8. And Harry there, oh, off the track goes Felix, big off for him. Is Dan going to make a move on him now on the exit? Maybe not. Is Dan going to send it on the inside turn 3? Thought about it, no he doesn't, and Felix brakes too late and he almost spins. Contact with Sean as well. And Dan almost spun off the corner. Dan, please stop planting the throttle. Just be careful, man. Anyway, Harry to the outside of Fabian now for the race lead. Can he go around the outside of Fabian now? He sends it for the outside line. Contact. And they still goes off the corner. It's still 7-7. No. Will Fabian be caught off guard here by Harry? He goes to the outside. Oh, no. They shut the door off for him. And the battle for the race lead continues on now between Harry and Fabian. This is a great race for the lead between these two. Every single lap it seems they get close together. And Fabian there riding the curve nicely. Harry is, who's right behind him. He's trying to get in this title fight as Harry now. He has more races that he can do. He's had probably, well, definitely his most successful season so far. He has 2 wins so far this season. Spin in the background. Dylan Gal seems to have slowed down or something. There's Harry. With his corny quotes as ever. Harry Cornball as I call him. Alright, chasing down Fabian. Oh, and if Shank might get a Ski here going into turn 3, is he going to send it? On the inside, he's going to send it. Yes, he is. Meanwhile, Harry does on Fabian as well. Shank will lock the rear tyres. They're going into the corner. Felix now has a chance to go around the outside. He's right behind Shank now in the battle for P4. And the battle for the race lead is well and truly on between Fabian and Harry. Can Harry go around the outside once again now? It's side by side into turn 4. Can he go around the outside this time? He brakes later this time. Contact with Fabian. He's going to go for it around the outside. Is there enough battery? Don't gather tyres from the session in the pit lane. And now it's Harry side by side, Fabian down the inside going into the middle sector. Can he make it stick? Fabian wraps around the outside and once again maintains the lead on Harry as well. Great racing between them. And Ski it is, just watching on in front. Has he got the battery to go for this move on these two? Just looking very, very tight out in front. I'm just going to focus on the lead fight. There probably is battles going on behind. Shank's right behind Ski as well for P3. It's going to get really heated at the end between the top four. Shank almost made a move on Ski in the final two corners. Shank wants a chance to go for the race win. He's going to go all in on this last lap, I'm sure. But I don't know if he's done the best job at saving his battery. Here comes Harry there. Chasing down Fabian, going into the first corner again. Cutting the inside again. He's got plenty of battery to use. Does Fabian is the question. Here comes Harry there going into turn 3. Is Fabian going to give him the position? It's side by side. I think Harry didn't get the DRS there. So this is going to be bad news for him. It's going to be side by side off the corner. Fabian got DRS. That's not good for Harry. But I think Harry has slightly more battery. Yes, he does. And he's going to try and pull to the outside line. He's going to send it around the outside. He's on the last lap. Fabian sends it on the inside. Pushes Harry wide. But gives him the space on the outside to make a move. Can he go past Fabian now? He's going to go for a move on the final lap of the sprint race. To the inside he goes. He sends it down the inside. Is there enough space for him? Yes, there is. Now he has to save his battery, surely. Heading into the final sector now. And the battle continuing on between them. Eliza chasing down John on the final lap of the race as well. It looks like it's just about enough. What happened? Felix, no! Felix goes off the track and rejoins right in front of Eliza. Can he still get a point? Eliza goes around the outside of Felix. Felix sends it down the inside. Pushes him off the track. Felix almost at the inside wall trying to go through, and it is indeed Fabian who wins the sprint race after a wonderful battle with Harry. Ski gets the podium. Eliza retires at the end of the session. What happened to Eliza? Did he get hit into? What happened? Did he crash by himself? Leon, does Eliza's crash look intentional or not? Yeah, Felix did a great job today in the sprint. He definitely could get a top 5 hit today in the race with that kind of pace. P7 he goes. And Ruben on there, still waiting for him to finish the race down in P13. He had a very difficult race today, but it is the top 8. Fabian, Harry, Skeep, Schenk, Dan, John, Felix, Jan, Darkson, and then Hubert. Are you sure? Eliza, Ruben on. There it is, 17 drivers. And there it is, Ruben on finishes in 13th place. I have a feeling the race is going to be complete chaos. I could just tell. That was a great race in between everyone, and Eliza didn't kill anyone. That's great. Honestly, Eliza can race if he doesn't kill people. Jan did indeed gain 7 places in this race. Very good performance from Jan, up to P8 into a point position. And meanwhile, Harry went from 7th to 2nd and almost won the race. So you can tell Harry absolutely has the pace to win the race today. Benefited by the red flag, though, in fairness. Schenk went from 9th to 4th. Ski up down, lost the place there from 2nd down to 3rd, but still drove a good race to get his. I think this is his first career sprint podium, actually, if I'm not mistaken. First sprint podium for Ski, I believe. I think he might have one already, actually. Let me check. Well, it could still be a nice achievement. Actually, I should mention from last time we had a sprint in, what was it, Monza, Fabian officially has the most sprint podiums of any driver in NPL history with 16. One more than me and Dan, who both have 15, and Tice has 14, so he's actually 4th most of all time. So me and Dan have the same number of sprint podiums in NPL, and Fabian has one more than both of us. So Fabian is officially the most successful driver in sprint races in terms of podiums, not in terms of wins, though, because me and Tice have the most. Let me check that, actually. I think I should have the stats for that. Bottom of this page. Yeah, you do only have one. So the sprint stats now would be... actually, Fabian now has 8 wins, so he's only one off me and Tice, who have 9. What contact? What happened? Oh, shit. That was, yeah, finally a good battle for the lead this season for the first time in a while. And if this ends up being like season 10, this is going to be the greatest race in NPL history again, hopefully. Let's find out. He's on his outlap now, so I assume Eliza will actually go for pole today. I honestly, let's give him a chance. Maybe he isn't actually as dominant as he used to be. Let's find out. Besides, it's only one race. It's not a big a deal. Why? I mean, he's not actually like fully like banished from the league. Like he's just I mean, DJ Lama technically scored points in F2 last season when he did that one race. Oh, he got disqualified, but he got a point for 2 points for pole. Actually, yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. I'm not going to say that because then an excuse. Yeah. Anyway, enough about Eliza. Let's talk about what's going on right now. So into a lap goes a few drivers. Dan is going into a lap now. I think he's already on the lap. Actually, he was the first one. Oh no, he's on second outlet. Never mind. He let a car pass his teammate Dylan Gal's wifed up. Is that a car in the grass? Is that Eliza in the grass? Eliza on his first lap attempt spun off the first corner immediately and is now moving out the way. He should move out. Move. God. Okay, he did. Eliza moves out the way, and also for Dan, who is not on a lap anyway. Bonfo in 13th place there on a lap now. Let's see if he can get a good lap here in dry qualifying today. This is what we want to see. Now Bonfo. Yeah, Brain would make this interesting. But let's see, Bonfo could very well get in, but we've seen him get so close, perilously close to pole position in NPL multiple times. Meanwhile, are you sure on his first lap, there's a 1 minute 5.3, that is a tier 2 lap time. Glad to see we have a new tier 2 driver in the league. Bonfo is fourth. I'm joking about it, let's start the session. But anyway, Bonfo, sends that corner a little bit too much of a send though. That's going to cost some time through there. But still not bad, 44.9s through the middle sector is admirable. Anyway, yeah, meanwhile, Hubert goes quick as the 1 minute 4.8. What happened? Let me guess, Felix got 10 players grid penalty or something. Dan does, the second out lap, so that wasn't really indicative in this case. Here comes Bonfo then, it's 1 minute 3, no. 1 minute 4.1, goes quicker so far. Fabian goes, Fabian does a 1 minute, what the fuck? Fabian does a 1 minute 6.1? Oh, Fabian hit the inside wall in the final corner, that's a trouble spot we're going to see a lot today. Dylan Gal's wife goes second fastest now with a 1 minute 4.7. Jan leaves the session, meanwhile Graham Crackers goes second off base, and now goes ski 1,000th of a second quicker than Bonfo, and goes quickest. Very close between them. Darksun now goes fourth fastest. Schenk goes quickest with a 1 minute 4.1, and he is 300ths quicker than both Ski and Bonfo on his first attempt. But no one in the 1 minute 3s yet, so it looks like there's definitely some pace to be found for these drivers. Isaac there on a lap currently. He did a second lap as well as Dan on a lap 2. Yes, he is. He's 11 seconds quicker, which as it stands would put him in, well, 9th, but we'll see how his last set is looking. Whoa, he fully sent the penultimate corner. Jesus Christ, Dan. And once again, since the last corner goes a little bit deep. What's it going to be, though? Not quite quick enough. And a 1 minute 4.8 plus was 6th fastest. Ahead a few behind Darksun. And where is Eliza going to be now on his lap? 1 minute 3 here. Yes, it is. 1 minute 3.8 for Eliza. Interesting. Yeah, Eliza talking about last to first. I mean, considering he's only 2 tenths quicker than Pashank, that's not even that bad, to be honest. Right, let's see if Harry outperforms Eliza today. That'd be very tough. Because actually, Eliza and Harry have never raced each other in NPL, so they might actually have a good battle. Yeah, that would be quite funny, but also very sad. I also would get him banned from the league for that. Ruben just went 11th fastest with a 1 minute 5.3. Puts him right behind Are You Sure in P10, who is 400ths quicker than him. Fabian there, not doing a second lap yet, he just went to put in. Dylan Gal's wife, meanwhile, is currently on a lap. He's 6 tenths up. Is this going to be provisional pole for Dylan Gal's wife? Come on, Dylan Gal's wife, come on! No, it wasn't quite enough. His front row though, 1 minute 4.0 was only a 10th and a half off Elizac's time. Good stuff from Dylan Gal's wife. I should actually... Eliza just said the letter I in my chat. What does that even mean? Is this some cryptic new language we're looking at? Also, Eliza could do what Searing did in season 13 and just do a one-off race for Alpine and win and get pole and whatnot. And then leave. that is what happened with Searing, so we could see the same thing with Eliza. We never know. Elijah just said, can I do a 1:02 or is it too fast? What a cocky twat. Anyway, this is why I don't want him to come back down, by the way. Not even because he's too fast, just because he's a massive prick. Like, genuinely, he just needs to look at his own actions. Anyway, Harry there on a lap currently with 16-0 in the first sector, looking to improve. But we've seen him do quicker in the first sector, but... And Ski there says, too fast. Harry there continuing on. What can Harry do? Out into the penultimate corner. What's it going to be for Harry there? Looking pretty committed through this lap so far. Out the final corner he comes. What's it going to be for him? It's going to be a 1:03. Oh no, it's not 1:04.3. Damn. 4.5 tenths off the pace of Eliza there on his first run. Harry definitely has pace to go. It's the mid 1:03s for sure, like Eliza is currently. 1 for an hour goes onto his second run. He's 2.5 tenths off the original pole currently. And 1 for there, chasing them down out in front. Yes, that is Bonfo. Should probably move Harry Con. You're right, Harry. Oh, Harry, man! Harry, man! Harry! I know. Oh, and massive impeding there from Harry. That's so unfortunate. Who was that who just went improved? Is that John up to P8 now? Yes. By the way, there will be no punishment for doing that to anyone who does, by the way, just to let you guys know. Anyway, Harry there in P6. Riley joined? Fabian goes second by 200 slower than Eliza, and Riley said. And what? Ego was fastest! What? Ego goes fastest with a 1:03.6. Okay, well at least Eliza got some competition now. That's what we want to see. Also, no, Riley already joined. 18 people in the session now. This is going to be complete fucking chaos. Meanwhile, you guys say he's too fast. Fabian was 200 slower than Eliza on that lap. I don't know what you guys want about. He's not even... Riley did get taken out by Eliza last time he raced with him. Spanish boy's fast. Who's Spanish? Is Ego Spanish boy? I don't know. Eggiots. What, Dylan? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, she's only a 10.5 slower, so it's pretty close up front. Oh, okay, so Fabian was on very used tyres on that run. Yeah, you can see that on the telemetry, actually. I think Ego was... Oh, no, you just did a lap, never mind. Shank there in P5 goes there. So I do see it being plausible that we see a lot of drivers get in the mid 1:03s come the end of the session. I think the likes of Bonfo, Skeeb, Shank, Harry, and Dan also could all get in 1:03s today. Dan, though, struggles in qualifying at this track. We've seen him before. Oh, Riley left. Fabian, if you want me to shut up, mute me, you prick. Anyway, Riley, I'm inviting back to the session. And Ego continues on. Oh, he has a Spanish flag. That's right. Okay. I was wondering, because there is the other Spanish driver, which is Harry Tron in P8. Technically he's Spanish, he's not really, but, you know. Riley rejoins. Wait, oh, Tice, can you not race? Oh, Tice just joined the chat. I was hoping you could race. If Tice could join this race as well, that would be so peaked to have 19 people with Tice, Eliza, Ego, Fabian, Dylan, and everyone. Ego guy, I don't know who this is, but he's very fast. I mean, to be fair, though, this is not as quick as the pole time from last season in the sprint quali, so it's not like these guys are too fast just yet. We'll see if they get in the low 1:03s, high 1:02s. John, meanwhile, is, I think he just did a lap, actually. There's a 1:04 point, was it 1:04.2? Pretty decent lap from John. That's true. I mean, Dylan might... Yeah, Dylan... Yeah, can we hear her talk? I can't lie, I'm calling cap on Dylan's wife racing, I'm not gonna lie, like, respectfully. I think it's you. I think it's just you saying that so that when you actually slightly try, you can say it's your wife. Yeah, that was... Oh. Meanwhile, are you sure on a lap? It's gonna be Dylan going, hey! There it was! And there's, are you sure? I'm in at 5.2. You haven't got any new softs? Well, use that set then. Yeah, me use my... Oh my god, Ruben on his outlap is using fucking overtake. What is he doing, man? Oh my god. I want to be tier 1, mate. Yeah, good luck. You're 17th and you're using overtake on your outlap. What are you thinking, my guy? Oh, he fully sends turn 1 and completely misses the corner. Jesus Christ, Ruben is sending it right now. Heading down off the first gear. He only has 50% halfway down the second straight. And he backs out of his lap anyway. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ruben. Hey, what, John? Oh my god, you'll never guess who John's next to again. It's fucking Bonfo. These guys are inseparable in the championship and in the actual track. It's crazy. Shank, meanwhile, is on a lap. He's, I think, improving, I would assume, anyway, and you'd hope so. He's half a second off the pace currently, but we know Shank can do a 1 minute 3.6. We've seen him doing it in practice. He's got pretty close to that in the past as well last season. He definitely is pretty good at driving when he really is mind to winning races. Williams looking great this weekend, by the way. They could get the most points of anyone, with the likes of Shank and Ego both doing pretty well. Great lap from Shang. This could be provisional pole. He's already almost 4/10 up, using the whole width of the track as well. This could be into the 1 minute 3. It is going to be 1 minute 3s at this rate, but we'll see by how much is the question. He's going to fully send this penultimate corner now. Into the last corner he goes. Will he hit the S1? No, he doesn't. That was a great last corner from Shang. This could be provisional pole for him. What's it going to be? It's a 1 minute 3.7. He goes second fastest. It's a front row lockout for Williams. Great performance from Shank there. And now Hubert on the grass there is 1.4 seconds down. Harry now goes into his lap. What's he going to do? As the driver who got pole here in the sprint quality last season. Oh, he backs out of his lap straight away. Wasn't happy with that first corner. Knows when, see, Harry knows when to back out of his lap. He knows when there's more time to be gained. Done now on a U set, but there should be 2 U's. He did spin out on his lap, but there'll be U's enough. Meanwhile, Hubert went P8. What a lap! He's in the low 1 minute 4s. Great lap from Hubert. In fact, there are some tracks where Hubert is actually tier 1 pace. It's probably, I can't lie, but it's about the race pace. Yeah, that's true. Felix there on his out lap, same and also lap. Dan going into a lap now. Time look at his lap going to turn 1 he goes. Turn 1 goes over the curb nicely. Riding the curve quite a bit on the sausage curb on the exit. The whole field within 1.5 seconds. I think in terms of how many people are in the session and also how close everyone is, this is looking pretty good actually. And here comes Dan with cars continuing on. The flags are out as I think there's a Haas middle sector who's slowing down. Is that Felix or no, Bonfo? Oh, Jan said he hit the wall last corner and bottled his lap. Fortunately, but all that matters is that you do another lap, Jan. You've got time. And Dan there, looking to continue on. Currently 13th at the moment. He's already almost half a second up. This is enough to get him in the top 5 maybe. He has a good last corner. He's running out of fuel though. Is Dan going to run out of fuel at the end of his lap? And that has the fuel. Almost flat out. Oh, you went very wide there. It's track limits down. Careful. And he goes 11th fastest. Dan does. So Dan will start 11th for Austria today, and he crashed out the session, fair enough. And Felix down a lap, he's 900ths down on his previous attempt. Elizac's also on a lap, I think. No, he's not, he's on a second out lap. Fabian there on his out lap as well, he's in the grass, still continuing on. Jan going up, Shank retired from the session, second fastest he is now. It's a great qualifying performance from Shank. Harry as well, will like to... Meanwhile, John goes 5th fastest, what a lap by fucking John out of nowhere. 4 minute 4.0. Great lap from him. Harry goes quickest now, 1 minute 3.4. What a lap by Harry. Very good lap from Harry Sticky Balls. The guy who won last summer at Imola gets provisional pole. Great lap from Harry there, 1 minute 3.4. That is the fastest time we've ever seen an NPL at this track in this game. Elizac there starting out. His lap now, his final attempt. So look at Elizac's final lap here. He's going to be trying. Ty says, Harry, let's go. Also, Ty says Elizac joined the session because I accidentally invited him, and I think someone else invited him too as well. So, Yeah, for real. Heist does not want to come here to watch this happen. Oh no, Isaac is already 2/10 up in the first sector alone. What's he going to manage to do as he comes off the corner? He managed to turn the car so much. I don't know how he does that and then preserves his... Oh no. Bonfo got 5 places? No, Bonfo! Bonfo got a 5 place grid penalty, and that's a shame. He's going to finish 9th anyway, but he's going to be down at 14th now. Meanwhile, there's a car in front of... Car in front of Eliza now. Is that Groundcrackers or is that Jan? Or who is this? Oh my god, he almost crossed him on his lap. Eliza sends it and he... Oh, that's going to be 10 seconds. That's going to be 10 seconds for any rules. Yeah, that's... You know, he exceeded the shit out of track limits. Eliza doesn't know our new rules about that. He would have to join the server to... Here comes meanwhile. He goes on a lap, by the way. I should mention he's not done in qualifying just yet. So let's watch what his final lap's looking like here in the Williams. Middle sector, very smooth lap so far. He's one after, so it's a purple lap here so far from Ego as well. He could go for pole position now to make it a Williams 1-4. Greatly done, Groundcrackers, says Isaac. Isaac not happy about Groundcrackers impeding him there. Send it. Look how smooth this guy's driving is. It's crazy. Through the last corner. This could be provisional pole. Oh, Isaac disqualified himself. He wants to go last to first. It's pole for Ego on debut! Let's go by 600ths of a second. We have a new pole sitter 2 races in a row. Fabian goes second fastest now. 3,000s quicker than Harry. And Jan goes 4th. Jan goes 4th fastest at the end. Oh, wow. And John's on a lap too. What's John looking like in the final attempt? Fabian gets the front row off of Harry. John crashes out at the end of the session. What's Ski looking like? He's a 10th down in his middle sector. And Eliza will start last. He would have got pole, but decides to try and do a last to first. He wouldn't have got the point yet because of the... Who does? And that Ski goes 8th fastest. Interesting. Wait, John, check, John, check your DMs on Discord. No, John, check your DMs on Discord. This is gonna be so funny, man. Please, please, I will be watching that on the first lap just to let you guys know. Anyway. It is going to be wet first. Eliza, please P1 for Alpine, says Rubenon, and then face purple crying, face red droopy. Oh, Bumper said he would have gotten a 3.7. Would have been a good lap from him if he did manage that. So starting on the wet tyres. Just to let you guys know, it's approximate forecast. It's not accurate, so it might rain for longer or shorter than you think. So Eliza attempting the last to first here. So it's going to be wet conditions. The Ego gets pole. Oh, it's something last. That's actually crazy. By the way, Harry, this Ego guy did not exceed a single track limit anywhere fucking close. This guy's really good. Like, Isaac had to fully go off the track in the penultimate corner to get pole, and this guy would have beaten him if Isaac drove like it was strict track limits. So Williams first and 5th in qualifying. This is great for Dervas. I'm sure he'll be happy about this new reserve driver being here in his place. Jan's 4th in qualifying. He had a great lap at the end to get in the 1-minute 3s, deep in the 1-minute 3s. Jan is genuinely way better than everyone gives him credit for, I can't lie. I don't know why everyone hates on Jan's driving. He's very quick. Yeah, he is a Tailwind driver. I'm not crying. I'm saying about how Ego's better than you, mate. Elizik is continuing the banter with me in the chat. What the fuck is going on in the back of the field, by the way? Also, why is Riley not in the pink V carb? Oh, is that John and Riley that are ganging up on Elizik here? It's quite funny. This is literally going to be a Season 10 race again. If it is, this is going to be the greatest fucking race in NPL history. This race is going to be crazy. Alright, so we have 18 people, the most we've ever had for an Austria race. So you know it's going to be a real banger today. Most we've had all season as well. At the best track of the season for racing, you could argue. This is going to be absolutely peak. There you go, first career pole position. Starting first for Williams, Fabian in second. Harry is now on sixth. Dylan is now seventh. Ski in eighth. He has Hubert at ninth, doing a great job in qualifying once again. Dark's in P10, down in P11 after using all of his sets of tyres and having only used tyres to use on these wet conditions. Will start in mid-pack. Graham Cracker's P12, who's been disqualified from the formation lap for hitting someone. I assume it was Bonfo. Riley also has been disqualified from that. And are you sure on P15? What's up? Okay, good. That's what I want to hear. I'm expecting fireworks in this race today at the front of the field. Well, throughout the whole field, really. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and something happened at the back. Is that, are you sure he's been reset as well? Yeah, Ruben on P14, Elizik on P17 there. Looking to go from the back of the field to the front in this, what could end up being a classic race here in Austria today with 18 people in wet conditions here at Austria. This is going to be peak. Here we go. 5 laps in front of the drivers for the 10th time this season. No, he almost stalled it. Terrible start for Ego. What was this reaction time, man? He just lost pole immediately. And he goes, what's going on? He goes down to, what, P5? Well, he's already lost so many places. Jan side by side with Sheng for third place. VSC. What happened? Whoa, almost a crash for Ski there. He just got involved in with Ego. Elizik has no front wing. What's Ski's AI car doing? Is that allowed? What's it? Oh, it's going off the track. Oh, is that Ski doing them? Okay, so Ski letting all the places back to the cars. What's going on, man? This race is crazy already. Elizik now has no front wing in the middle of the pack, and he has a penalty, I think. How big is the penalty is the question. 10 seconds to, are you sure Riley and Elizik, they've all had an incident on the first lap. The intervals. I would look at the tyre comments, but it's pretty universal that everyone's on inters. VSC ending now. Schenk in P3 now, and look at that. Fabian and Harry are the ones leading out in front. Can Harry stay close to Fabian in the wet conditions here at Austria? It's a track, it's a condition that we've seen. So yeah, Harry usually is not quite as quick as Fabian in the rain, but let's see if today's an exception. Schenk, however, looking very racy. Schenk goes down the inside in the final corner, locks up trying to make a move, and that's just cost them both time. Jan's continuing on now. Elizik pits, it looks like. Is he going to pit? Oh, Hubert and Doxon continuing on. Into the pit there. Elizik going. Oh, is that Ruben on? Sorry, off the track. Riley continuing into the pit lane now with Elizik as well. And are you sure is that too? Wait, is Are You Sure drags? I just realised. Anyway, oh. Anyway, Harry there in P2. Meanwhile, Ski battling with John off the corner. Can Ski get in front? John's right behind him. It's going to be a battle between them going down the straight into turn 4. Can John send it down the inside? He thought about it, but no, he's not close enough to make a move. And they continue on now. Meanwhile, Ego is back to P5. He really struggles in the wet conditions, it seems, compared to the dry, where he's very quick. But Ego still in 5th place, right behind Jan, who's chasing him down. Sheng does look quicker than Harry at the moment, actually, in the rain, but it's hard to say. Yeah, Harry does have a dry setup on at the moment. And in fairness, dry setups do work. Let's try. Super dry setups are different from dry setups. Super dry setup made. Down is fastest lap? What? Oh no, Ski does, okay. Ski's very good in the rain, by the way. I should mention this. He's always the quickest driver in the rain. Skibbity! Oh, no. Oh, Ego right behind Jan now for P4. He locks up the brakes, trying to make a move. He's going to get a move on the exit on Jan now. Ego right behind Jan. They're friends off track, rivals on the track. And let's see how they go through here. Oh, Jan, I think he's letting him pass. He saves battery, and that gives Ego the inside line. He goes back to P4 now, and will chase down Pshenk P3. Alright, now continuing on. And hurry that. So hopefully they don't do what they did in Monza and just keep letting each other pass and slowing each other down. Let's see if Pshenk actually has got the pace advantage on Harry to close in on Fabian once again. It does look plausible. Pshenk there sliding off the final corner, but still looking pretty even with Fabian at the moment. Is Fabian racing with ABS off, by the way? Let me check his telemetry, actually. Oh, he is. So yeah, that's probably going to affect his pace a little bit for the first few races when he starts using it, but I would expect him to quickly get used to that and be very quick. And Dan and John are battling out for P7. The only battle on track that's really close at the moment. Oh, Dan, it does go for a move on the inside, and side by side off the corner. Is Dan going to make a move? He's got Dylan Garrett behind him. And Dan does get John now, but can John get back past? He's going to try it down the inside, maybe. He does go for it now on P7. And Dylan almost at the back of his teammate. Contact with John. But no, they're keeping it clean. Oh, there's going to be a crash. There is a crash. Off goes John and Dan. In the grass, they both go. And around the outside goes Darkzen. Can Darkzen go into P9? Might go. Come on, Darkzen. Dan goes off the track, and Hubert's now right behind. Hubert makes a move on Dan, hits the side of him. Here comes Bonfer now for P11. Bonfer sliding off the corner, though. Struggled for traction as he went through that fight, I should say. And Ego still. Ego goes way off the track. He almost crashed out of the race in the final corner. And Jan goes back to P4. Ego really does not like these conditions. Ego is literally TF10 Adam. It's quite funny. Fast as fuck, but has absolutely no consistency. Meanwhile, Pshenk has been gapped by Fabian in the wet phase of the race. Though we are forecast to have dry conditions mid-race, so we'll see how that goes for the complexity of the Grand Prix. Supposedly the rain will end in 5 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. And I hope for the sake of the race we have a red flag or something to make the dry weather come, because the dry weather at this track is so much better than the rain. The rain in Austria is so boring. Ski, your tyre wear is so bad, it's actually crazy. I'm going to use 17-0 wings and hope I can win. Yeah, I know. It's pretty obvious he always does 0 rear wing because he wants to be the fastest on the straight. I guarantee at Singapore he uses like 50-0. Meanwhile, Graham Crackers and Felix are battling for P13 now into the penultimate corner. Is that going to be a crash? It is. Oh no, it wasn't. On my screen it was for a second. And Graham Crackers and Felix still battling on, and Graham Crackers sliding through the final corner now. A tier 2 rival of his next season, I'm sure. Yeah, they are teammates next season. Meanwhile, Ego does go past Jan now into P4, chasing down Harry in P3 now. Ego needs to learn how to short shift in the rain because it would help him a lot, I think. Meanwhile, battles in the midfield is Darkseid lining can move on John for P8. I see what's going on. One for the in P12. And there's conflicting on down here. Felix and P13 there, right behind Bonfo, 2 tenths behind. We got Darksen's actually really quick here in the rain. He might make a move on John here in the final corner. No, he's going to be patient. Wait for a gap. Ego there in P4, chasing down Harry for P3 now. This will be for a podium. The rain looks to have already gotten quite a bit softer here at the moment. Or a bit lighter, I should say. There comes Felix now on Bonfire. He goes past into P12. I'm surprised Elias's tires have never heated yet in the rain, but anyway. Ego right behind Harry there. Battling P3, almost spinning off the corner goes Ego. And Harry is just blocking the field. He actually gained time on Pshenk doing all this as well. NPL superiority. Yeah, all the NPL OG members are goats in this league, in this series. Meanwhile, Grandcrackers, they're battling once again with Bonfires at this time. Holy concubate! Oh, into the... Oh my god, Bonfire almost killed Grandcrackers there. That was very close. Meanwhile, Ego there right behind Harry once again, who's just backing him up. Will we see a safety car today? I'm wondering. I feel like we're going to see a really chaotic race today for some reason. Is Riley even in the call? Oh shit. Okay, Ego there right behind Harry. Oh, we almost crashed out of the race in turn one. Harry, you might be cooked. Harry, save battery for fuck's sake. Use your brain, man. If he's going to overtake you, at least defend. Oh, and he goes past into P3. Harry's going to send it down the inside in turn 4. Harry changed his mind. Hubert, meanwhile, battling with Felix. I think Hubert made a mistake. He's gone back up on the track. Here goes Felix on the grass now as well. Hubert did a Verstappen and goes way off, gets off the track there. Grandcrackers. Yeah, no shit. Obviously, it's raining. It's Fabi, when I'm not there, Fabi's going to win every wet race. But I'm not joking, by the way. He would easily beat me in the rain. I'll join back next season, man. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna aura farm so hard that Fabian just fumbles every race next season. That's my goal. Dark's in there right behind John. Are you on 70%, bro? It's wet conditions. I can see you going to the inside on the straights trying to get like the wet part of the track, even though it's a game and that doesn't work. Meanwhile, Dark's then. Anyway, here comes Darkson and John for P8. Battling for points here. Darkson doesn't have the battery to get past John here, but he does look like the quicker driver at the moment. Oh, what happened? Was that Dylan that went in deep there in turn 3? I think it was, and now he's got John behind him. Meanwhile, Felix once again battling big crash contact there with Hubert in turn 3. And there goes Grandcrackers into P11, a free double overtake for him. Here comes Bonfire now. Darkson continuing on. Ego is right behind his teammate Shank now in the end of these conditions in the crossover phase. It is still raining on my screen. The rain is really, really light at this point in time though, so I think it's closing in on the time for dry tyres. Oh, Darksen's pitting. Why is he... Oh, John's pitting. Dan's pitting. They're all pitting, okay. So 3 cars in a row pit there. Why would you pit when it's still raining? Did you guys not learn from, like, you know, Singapore, Canada, you know, every other race this season where it rained? Felix is pitting as well, same problem. Let's see how well using the dry tyres works when it's fucking raining. Hard tyres, yeah, nice job, guys. Hard tyres in the rain. Great job. You might as well just use fucking, like, road tyres at this point. Rob Shank did let his teammate pass. He believes his teammate is quicker, and he is actually quicker at this stage of the race. He's very consistent. Darkson, what happened? Oh, so they're saying it's fine in dry conditions. Yeah, it does actually look... It stopped raining. It stopped raining. There's no rain. Apparently it's dry conditions. Let's look at John. Is he gaining on Rubinon? Shank pits. And Jan is battling with... Oh no, it's because Harry pitted, okay. So Harry pits with Shank 2, they're going for dry tyres. I think maybe they were lied to... No, they are not. Oh wow, John is gaining a lot of time on the cars in front now on the hard tyres. So, oh, Harry came in right behind Shank there in the pit cycle. He's going to go for medium, so is Shank. Hard tyres for Ski, he's going for the long game. So the rain has stopped, and this is going to give an opportunity for these other drivers to try and move. But yeah, John is going to undercut the shit out of some of these guys at this rate. Where is he going to come out in all this, is the question. And John does come out now. Is he going to come out ahead of Dylan? He does. Into P7 goes John now. Whoa, big slide for Ego there. He's still losing time to Fabian out in front. Fabian looks very quick out in front at the moment. Eliza is pitted as well. 8-9 laps on the intermediate tyres. And Felix, yeah, Felix undercut the shit out of a bunch of people now. He's ahead of Graham Crackers as well, and Hubert and Bonfa, who he was battling with before. And now let's see if anyone at the front pits. Fabian pits. Ego should surely pit himself. I would in his position. And he does indeed come into the pit lane. Don't hit the grass, he's going to crash in the pit entry! And he does! Into the wall goes Ego. He was way too committed on the pit entry and he crashes into the wall. And Jan pits as well, and that's not good for Ego, who definitely could have won this race, or contended to win this race, and now he's going to lose loads of time to Fabian because he probably has to change the front wing. Will he do so, though? He does not. So he has front wing damage and he doesn't change it as well. Oh, that's great news for him. Yeah, I know, but he had like a split second to try and change the wing before he was in the pit lane. Harry, can he get ahead of Ego is the question in the dry conditions? No, he can't. So Harry did not quite manage to undercut. Meanwhile, Pshenka's not going to chase down Fabian at this point. Pshenk did actually gain about 2 seconds on Fabian on that pit stop cycle. But we'll lose it likely again with that DRS. We'll see what will happen. Pshenk is determined to get back in this lead fight. He was robbed of a podium last season in Austria. This season he wants to make retribution for that. Meanwhile, Ski's spinning off the corner almost. Continuing on. So Dan is battling with John. The DRS has been enabled, by the way, I should mention. It is dry conditions. The only person who's stolen the inters is Riley, down in P18. He's got Are You Sure in front of him. Riley has finally pitted. Oh yeah, I was wondering how you could tell. Harry there in the DRS of Ego there, trying his best to get in this fight for... Wait, what? Anyway, oh, fastest up for Harry. Where's my telemetry? Come on now. There we go. Wait, that's the wrong thing, isn't it? That one. If that one off. There we go. Meanwhile, Dan versus John. Dan goes past. Riley's been lapped already, unfortunately. And here comes John once again on Dan now for P7. It's going to be a nice battle between them. Battling for positions in the midfield. In P7 there. Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. Oh, John completely missed the corner. He outbraked himself massively, and this is going to give a huge opportunity now for Dylan Gale to go past, but he can't. Dan retakes the place. It's a free P7 for him now. And Dan, who was contending for the win last time out in this track at Austria last season, will now continue on his way. Meanwhile, Fabian has already gained about 8 tenths of a second on Pshenk lap alone, so looking like he's going to dominate the race once again. Harry there in P4, chasing down Ego. You guys complaining about Eliza. I think Fabian's too fast, I can't lie. Anyway, yeah, I know. But like this race is continuing to solidify that point. Harry there in P4, with Ego in P3. 7 tenths quicker that lap for Harry. That's lap 3 pitted. Jan there, 4.5 seconds behind Harry. Has Ski on the hards to worry about at the end of his stint. I'm sure we'll see cars start to congest up together again. Darksen looks... Darksen's very good at Austria, by the way, I should mention this. He was very good last season, he was very scary to race, and now this season, he's back in that position again. So watch out for Darksen in this race. He's right behind Dylan in P9 and John as well. 5.3 seconds. It actually did come down by 2 tenths this lap, but... just having a pretty dominant race out in front. Just say it to him then. Anyway, Harry that... Continuing on. Riley's actually... I think you guys should leave him alone. Riley's currently 3.5 seconds quicker than his previous best lap, so you should be nice. Meanwhile, Psheng's just gained half a second on Fabian this lap, by the way. Psheng's actually starting to claw back that advantage. Not sure why. I think Fabian's saving battery. Oh, yellow flags, and Riley's out! And he crashed, and that's a safety car! Oh, he flipped! He flipped? Oh, he did! Big accident, he's upside down! He finally was upside down in the final corner. Huge accident! Well, I wouldn't say accident, but you know. That's crazy. John Pitts. John Pitts. Interesting. From the hards? Why would you pit from the hards? Okay, interesting strategy by John to lose track position, opting for the fresh mediums. If you went on to hards now, you would have. If you stayed out, you would have gone to the end. Everyone on the hards has a huge advantage because they don't even have to pit again. I genuinely do believe the hard tire runners could go to the end of the stage if they already have pitted for them. There'll only be about, what, 18 laps to go by the time you restart, probably, so you knew 18 laps extra on the hards with the safety car. No, they have a better chance of making it than your tyres, Dan, because they pitted, you know. Let's see, will Fabian pit? Yes, he does for the hards. I'm sure Shank will too. Would make sense. Will Ego pit for hards as well? Yes, he does. With his teammate, please don't crash on the pit entry. Fix your wing, Ego. I don't know if you can hear me, but fix your wing. Anyway, Harry there in P4. You will, with most certainty. Jan in P5 comes in. Ski stays out. Obviously, Dan also stays out. Dylan stays out. Darksen pits from the hard tyres. He wants a fresh set of mediums, I'm sure. And the hard tyres for Harry, hard tyres for Shank and Fabian. Ski there comes out in second place on the used hards. He did not pit that time. Dan goes up to P5 now. Will he get P4? No, he doesn't. And Dylan's now ahead of Jan, who I think might actually lose his place to Ego. No, he doesn't. Ego did change the win, by the way. He's now on P8 with fresh hards to the end, I'm sure. This could be a really good lead fight then. DRS is very powerful at this track. We could see a battle between Fabian, Ski, Shank, and Harry. How is Darkseid in front of you? Was it Delta? It was the Delta, I think. Yeah, Darkseid pitted after John, and John lost out because of that. He actually lost loads of places on that pit stop cycle. He had a 5-second lead. He had a monster gap over everyone else. You know, Fabian, I would like Fabian to race in this league, obviously, because it's Fabian, but he's so fast, man. Like, we'd have to make another tier for Fabian, and then Eliza could race again in that tier with, like, someone else. Imagine, we should just have, like, an all-star showdown between Eliza, Fabian, and Searing, and just see who wins. And TF10 Adam for the fun. Yeah, I was going to say TF10 Adam as well. Hell no! I'm not that fast. Are you stupid? The only track I could get anywhere near any of them is Baku. That's it. Baku, I can maybe beat them, but that's it. Dylan, next season, can you just say fuck it? Like, just be a no-lifer, practice like crazy, and win every single race next season. It's... No, that was you, Dylan. We all know. There's no bargaining with this guy. You will never admit he's wrong. Meanwhile, what the fuck is going on with John and Ruben on, by the way? Rhubarb and John are battling for P12 during the safety car. Yeah, I know. It's funny. It was not. Is it ever that funny, Harry? Domer! Domer! Yarn has been dead silent today, by the way. If Fabian wants a 1v1, I'm all in. Yeah, for real. I want to see Eliza versus Fabian in their current state, because Fabian has improved massively since he last raced Eliza. Eliza's at 16th currently. 18 seconds off the queue. Now he's in front of Are You Sure? Who I am sure is probably drugged, but you never know. What? Yeah. He has a penalty, he has. He served at 10 seconds in the pit lane. Oh, okay. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? Oh, let's count. 1, 2, penalty, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he has 5 warnings in a 10-second and a 3-second. Atlanta is not going to... Well, the start of the race is never that interesting at Atlanta, to be honest, so you're not missing much. I might just turn my computer on and watch it sometime soon. You still can. Why didn't you get your laptop out during this time, Dan? Oh, you already left. Sad time. Yeah, he wasn't saying a word. But good to have Riley back anyway. Shame he couldn't take out Eliza. I'm joking. But, excuse me. Let me guess. Riley messaged John to go call somewhere else. You should do a certain something before you exit the race. Safety car. There's a guy in 50th place right now that you could deal with. I'm joking. Anyway, or am I? Anyway, so let's see. There's a massive stack up in the back of the field here. Graham Crackers finally has caught up with the field on those fresh mediums. Right at the last second, and Fabi's going to go right now. There he goes. Devas sends a bunch of Polish flags with Schenk currently running in P3. In a great position here to go for one. Meanwhile, Schenk could go for second here. On ski on the inside in turn 1. He locks up in turn 1. There might be contact. Ski goes wide, but Schenk does go into second place, and now will chase down Fabian for the race lead. Here comes Harry now going past Ski as well, and it's a three-way fight for second. Make that 4 maybe as Dan's in the fight too. Can Harry go down the inside of Schenk? He's going to send it down the inside. He goes for it, and it's going to be a close. Ski gets a double switchback. Can he make it through? Goes Ski type moment. He does. Side by side with Schenk. He's going to send it. He's now right behind Schenk battling with it, and this is just costing him time to Fabian now. What happens? Big crash behind. There's cars everywhere. What the fuck is happening? Is a car off? Is that Ruben on? Yes, it is. What do I even look at? There's so much. Ruben on's out of the race. Skibbity. Oh, round down the inside goes Dan now into P4 ahead of Ski. And he's being swarmed by the pack on the restart. And Ego there is being held up by... Ski's holding up Ego. And here comes the arm around the outside. Can he go past Ego on the outside? Side by side into the penultimate corner. Eliza's already P11 on the restart, by the way. He came out of nowhere. Oh, big moment. No, Dylan spins and he goes around off the final corner. There's complete chaos in the midfield. Ego is not going to be happy with Ski on this lap. He says, oh, he crashes him into the wall. Big accident in turn 1. Big crash in turn 1. Oh, he's out of the race. Big crash safety car. Oh, wow. What a restart. That was crazy. And British Ski rejoins the track in 14th place. Eliza is P9 now. Eliza goes front wing damage though. Holy shit, what was that? Yeah, I accidentally invited Eliza and he's now racing. Don't ask me why. Well, that was a fun restart, to be said. Now the top 3 are all on fresh tyres, and Dan is on used tyres, but is in P4. Dan should pit, honestly, you may as well. Yeah, Elijah just saw probably the most hectic restart ever. That was actually complete chaos on the restart. And Schenk has baited Dan into pitting, that's quite funny. Dan pits. Dan, that was, as you can see, very effective rage bait. Dan could probably get to the end if there's another safety car. Into the pit lane comes an Alpi. I think that's Eliza trying to change the front wing. Yes, it is. What's the new front wing? Felix pits. Holy sh... Half the field have pitted! Why did Ski not pit? Ski wants that trap position. You forgot. Okay. Why did you do that, bro? Now or never, probably my last chance to get a win this season, that is true. Well, okay, Ski, Shane, you're very edgy, I can't lie. This is obviously not your last chance to win. Your best tracks are still yet to come in the season. Shane, go into absolutely full sun. Okay, so Dervash just said John will win the race. Come on, John. John hasn't got a single podium this season, Dervash. But we'll see. To be fair, I've seen him weaving the whole race. It's quite funny. Season time repeat, yeah, pretty much this season time. This race is definitely one of the best of the season, I have to say. Sheng second, Harry third, Darksen is in fourth on fresh medium tyres. He's going to be a real threat on the restart. John is P5. Right, you know what I'm saying, right? Mark my fucking word. Darksen's going to overtake all three of you because you're all going to crash like Jeddah season 13, right? And then it's going to be a red flag. Darksen on Haas till the end. No one's going to overtake him because you're all going to be busy fucking over Fabian. And then Darksen's going to get his first career win because he's the fucking GOAT. Darksen psychology. The Mongols, they are dark. It's 9:15, time to have a bath. Right, it's 9:12, bro. It's 12 minutes past 9. Yeah, for us. Because it's fucking sprint weekend. Ali, you're a nice guy. Me? Well, thank you. Yep, Shank is like, Shank, fix your fucking internet, use your cable. Ruben just said, please, Isaac, win this for the team. Isaac, I'm afraid to say, is 14th on fresh medium, so I don't think he's going to win the race, chat. Can't lie. We'll see. He's had an interesting race. Are you sure is a menace to society? Oh, he gave damage to Dylan's front wing there. That's not good. Dever said Eliza will finish P22. By the way, Eliza... well, she disqualified himself from quality, didn't he? Never mind. Yeah, she doesn't have to sell that 10 seconds that he would have got from quality because he disqualified himself. Meanwhile, are you sure? Oh, crash! In the back of the field with Are You Sure? And was that a crash with Eliza as well? I think Eliza gets damage again. He does. Eliza gets damage again. Oh, and Gumcrack is trying to let him pass. Is now giving him more damage. Eliza pits on the restart, and we are now green in Austria. Schenk is now going to send it to get past Fabian at the end of this race. I'm sure he will try his best. Dever said, come on, Johnny boy, who's in P5 now, battling with Darksen on fresh medium tyres. Dan is battling with Ski to go for P6. Now heading into turns 3, is Harry going to go for Shank? No, he's not, but Shank goes in deep into the corner, and this could be an issue. Put him off the corner. No, he's not. He's fine now. Meanwhile, it's a battle between Dylan and Are You Sure for P10. I don't even know what to look at. There's so much going on. Jan's battling with Bonfo. Battles going on all throughout the field. Are You Sure they're side by side? Oh, down the inside goes Felix. He braked too late. Almost crashed there with Dylan, but he did manage to win it. Shank is battling with Fabian, by the way. Shank sends it down the inside of Fabian middle sector. And he goes for it. He's going all in the middle of this race. He wants to unsettle Fabian's comfort here, I think. Out in front, which will definitely give the chance for him to win this race. Shank did actually full send Fabian in the middle sector there. He's lucky he didn't crash. And Shank there is going to put everything on the line to try and win this race and get his first win of the season. Darksen looking for his first career victory. He's battling with John right behind him. Darksen, I believe in you, bro. I'm rooting for the Darksen victory here. Mark my words. Jan's right behind Bonfo. Ski battling with Dan as well. Here comes Shank now for the race lead on Fabian. Is he going to send it down the inside? It's going to be... I think he got DRS. He did. Harry double sends it down the inside. 3 wide off the corner. And Darksen, that's why he has front wing damage as well. And Harry now probably just ruined Shank's chances of going past Fabian. That was a very weird dive over time from Harry there. I don't know why he did that. And they're continuing to have low battery on my controller supposedly, but now it's Fabian and Harry that will battle for the race lead. Shank is not going to be happy about that, I'm sure. But Shank is still within with a chance to go for the race lead here. I feel bad now. I didn't wear that fucking overtake parakeet. I thought you stopped using onboards because I would have seen that. A little bit is an understatement, but there you go. Meanwhile, Darksen is with damage, by the way, like Ethan season 10, is right in this fight with the leading cars. The top 12 cars are in each other's DRS. This is crazy work. He's actually the car that's struggling the most to stay within DRS, as you'd expect, because he's on 14 lap or hards. Darksen on 9 lap mediums is going. Oh, Harry went deep in the first corner, but he's going to have a great run on Fabian out of the first corner. He's going for the move on Fabian here. Is he going to make it stick on the outside? Is he going to let him have DRS? What's the move from Harry here? He's got Shank behind him. Shank's in a battle with Fabian as well. Harry parks the car on the exit. Can Shank go for the move on Fabian now on the exit of the corner? Or will Fabian go for it on Harry, who's looking to go 2 for 2 this weekend and do it for the first time in his career? And Fabian there. Breaks late for the corner, trying to chase down Harry for P1. He's doing anything he can with Fabian there, still in this lead fight. It's looking real close. Darksen already starting to fall off the cliff of the leading cars. And Fabian, Dan is in this fight as well, with John is behind us on Bonfo on the hard tyres. He's in a great position now. Bonfo's tyres will definitely get to the end of the race. He's the only person in the top 10, and Jan as well, that I would definitely say can go to the end. What happened? Fabian overtaken by Pschenk in a penultimate corner. Fabian was caught off guard there with him saving battery, and now goes Pschenk into second place, and that is exactly what Pschenk needed to do in that position. He's going to be going after Harry for the race win now. Harry Sticky Balls unfirst with Pschenk second, and Fabian complaining because he's not winning. And here goes Fabian off the corner, battling with Pschenk. Side by side with Pschenk off the corner. Can Harry gap the cars behind him? Probably not. Here comes Pschenk though. He's going to have DRS on the next straight, it looks like. He does indeed. Brakes late there, does Pschenk, and Fabian cuts the inside. And he gets a good exit though, does Pschenk. Can he on the exit? Instant with Dylan there, looks like he's gone off. He is around in the grass. I think he has more foot wind damage now. And there goes Dan there on Darksen on the inside. Can he make it stick? It's side by side between them. Darksen's still on the exit of the corner though. Can Dan go past? This is pivotal for Dan's race. Around the outside, is he going to go? Yes, he does. Dan up into fourth place on fresh medium tyres. He'll now go after the race leading cars. Darksen's sliding off the corner. John right behind him too. So is Bonfo and Jan in the battle for the midfield places. Fabian though right behind Harry as well. And Pschenk there in P3 continuing on in this fight. This is a wonderful race to watch. This is very much like Season 10 actually. I'm surprised at how similar this race is. You had a mid-race safety car, you had complete chaos. The race started off pretty, calmly, but now it's completely kicking off in the whole field, battling each other away with more cars to watch as well. Alerted down in P15 is 31 seconds behind the rest of the field, so I'm sure everyone's glad to hear about that. Fabian chasing down Harry once again. Pschenk just needs to save more battery, I think, in this position instead of just. But I guess it's hard to with Dan right behind him. Fabian there pushing Harry around the corners pretty much. And Harry defend. Harry's doing a great job saving battery here, along with Fabian. They're both in a good position at this stage, looking like the favourites to win this race. Harry wants retribution for last season, when he lost out to Fabian in a late strategy blunder, it would seem. It wasn't even his fault, it was just Fabian at great pace. Can Harry win this race and get retribution? 2 races in a row for tracks that he previously struggled at. And Pschenk, bro, I swear to God, man. Meanwhile, John lost DRS on down by quite some margin. He's actually backing up the field here with Jan behind him. Felix battling with Graham Crackers there on the inside of the middle sector. Almost made a collision with him there, but no, he doesn't. Pschenk's doing it again. He goes for the inside move in the penultimate corner. And Pschenk trying what he can. Dan also in this fight as well, so it's a 4-way lead fight now. Will Dan's tyres get to the end is the question. And Harry there in first, with Harry behind him. Harry goes defensive, and Harry sends it around the outside. Harry gives him space. He didn't really need to be honest. And Harry gets a really good exit off the corner. And with DRS should breeze past him. Yes, he does. Pschenk there struggling on the exit. With Dan now behind him, but Pschenk's still in this fight for the race lead between Harry and Fabian. Oh, no. Jan battling with Bonfo for P6. They're side by side off the corner. They're inseparable on the track. Can Jan go down the inside of Bonfo? Also a battle between Are You Sure and Darksen. Round the outside there goes Darksen. Oh, is that, sorry, that's Jan. Yeah. Oh wow, great move from Bonfo around the outside of Jan there for P6. P6, 7, they're battling for. Is he going to go for it in the penultimate corner? No, he's not. Bonfo and John now together again on the track to P5. John on very old medium tyres is doing a good job to get the car as far as he has. Pschenk there right behind Harry, but Harry is still very much in this fight with Fabian. Ruben just said, Dan, if you don't win, I'm going to send Rowan Lagendijk to your house and he will tickle you in your sleep. Ron's gonna win! Also, Jan battling with Bonfo. Here comes Bonfo as well. There's a battle. There's so many battles to watch. What do I look at? Right, I'm going to look at this fight for now, and then I'll keep looking at the lead fight. There's also a battle between Are You Sure and Darksen. There's a battle between Graham Crackers and Felix and Hubert and fucking Dylan. What the hell's going on, man? Being a TV director is not fun when there's actually things to watch. Harry sent it on the inside of Fabian. He's trying to move, but he couldn't make it. Rain in 10 minutes. And John there once again battling with Bonfo in the middle sector now. Bonfo there trying to go into the corner from this. 3-way fight now for P5 between Bonfo, John and Jan. These three very similar in the standings in terms of points. Jan wants to get back up in the standings. Here comes Jan around the outside of John. That'd be a great overtake. He makes it. What a move by Jan. But he still hasn't made it stick though because John's still there. And Jan's sticky balls goes into P6. John pits. He can't stay out any longer. His tyres are dead. I think John might have had a puncture even. Darkson's staying out. He's opting to stay out a bit longer, which might not be the best move. God knows who I'm talking about. Face orange biting nails, face orange biting nails. Meanwhile, Harry is right behind Fabian now, going for the lead. Is that worth trying a move there? Harry did try a move there, and he's going to back up Fabian, is he? No. Oh, Fabian is sliding on the exit, almost spun off the corner. And that was very aggressive from Fabian on the exit, almost spun out from second place. That was Fabian there, that was not you, Harry. I'm Shank. It wasn't even lag, I think it was just oversteer. Ground Crackers goes ahead of Dylan now into P9. Is Fabian having that weird frame rate drop thing he used to get in Season 11? That'd be interesting. Shank there in P3. Right, it's bad. I'm gonna come back in summer then. Here comes Sheng once again. He wants it again. Why does he do that, man? He's just fucking his race over. I don't know why he tries it. I think he's going for trap position, so when he does get in the DRS of Harry, he can just kind of like breeze past and then say Bachi when he's leading. I think that's probably what he's trying to do. Fabian there, right behind Harry. Obviously, Harry's actually done the best job of anyone of saving Bachi, by the way. I want to say that. Harry gets the warning. Fabian and Harry battling now for DRS, and Harry gets it, and Shank's right behind them both. Like mid contact, Fabian goes in deep, and now Harry's gonna get the switch back off the corner, and the battle for the lead continues again. This is a wonderful race here in Austria, by far the best race of the season. And Harry, that's the inside of Fabian. Goes back past and sighs a sigh of relief. Fabian's gonna send it around the outside of Harry. Can he go for it? It's 9 Sigma. Is he gonna go for it around the outside? They're still side by side middle sectors. Is Fabian gonna send it on the inside, or is Harry gonna go for the outside line? No, he's not. Harry might go for a switch back. He's not close enough to try it. On the top 4, fuck's sake, man. Still continue on. And Jon, they're battling with Bonfer for P5. John is now going to try and come back through the field. That is the idea I think he's going for. And Harry there, right behind Fabian, trying to chase him down. This is a fun fight. Yeah, flags are out. Oh no, Felix, no! He's having a great race and now he's got off again. And he's down to P14. He was in the grass there. He struggles with the traction, it seems. Here comes Shank now on Harry. But it looks like Harry's going to be the one who's battling with Fabian now. And I think Fabian got DRS again. And Shank on the exit continuing on. Did Harry get DRS? No, he didn't. I think Fabian did. Oh, they're too close to get DRS, so it was both of them don't get it. Harry sends it. Shank thought about it, but he didn't. Yeah, I also had a slash switch from that. Here comes Shank on Harry. He wants to go for an outside move, but he can't do it. The top cars are just constantly deploying and saving battery. It's really fun to watch. Are you sure battling with Darkson again? Are they battling middle sector, it looks like? Yes, they are. Darkson goes back down the inside into P7 again. Nice stuff. Darkson's tyres are dead, surely. Felix puts for softs. He's going to go for fastest lap, I'm sure. Dan there continuing on in this fight as well at the front of the field. And Eliza, who's a lap down, is now trying to get past Dan on the fresh mediums he's on. Eliza there. And Dan there battling with Eliza, who is continuing on. It's Harry there on Fabian. Going for a move. Wow, and Harry once again using massive cut on the inside. How was that not a warning? They did get DRS though. Problem with taking a line like that is you go so far offline that you just don't get the traction you want off the corner, so Harry needs to save more battery. I think Fabian does too though, that's the thing. Eliza's actually trying to unlap himself, and in the process is Eliza, yeah, he does unlap himself now into P3 on track. And he's now right behind Harry. Might affect the battle for the race lead quite a bit. Isaac is role-playing being in the lead fight, I think. But, yeah, that is true. Jan is a massive complainer. Meanwhile, Jan's actually catching back up to the leading cars, I should say. He's actually going very fast. Eliza goes down inside in the first corner. Eliza there chasing. And Harry gets Eliza down the inside. He goes for it on Fabian out of the corner in a side-by-side. Alonso goes to switch back on Harry, but is the slipstream and the DRS there for Harry there? And Alonso has got the battery. Here comes Harry for the race lead on Fabio with 3 laps to go in the Austrian Grand Prix. He's going to send it. They're still side by side, having some great car placement. Alonso there is going after Fabian, goes down inside of Fabian. He goes for it, he gets it. And he's going to go in front, and this is going to massively affect the lead fight. Oh no, Schenk and Harry are side by side now. I'm Schenk not using his brain, he's just doing anything he can to get in this lead fight. He's going once again now. He's piling battery going into the last 2 corners. What is he doing? Dan could actually maybe get to the end if he locks in. Harry, be careful with the track limits. Yeah, Harry is actually... Eliza's helping Fabian win the race. Oh no, Fabian goes in deep! He makes a big mistake! And there's Fabian, Harry side by side with Fabian. They almost crashed off the corner. And now Harry is on the inside right behind. Is he going to send it down the inside maybe? He thought about a move. Schenk, meanwhile, actually lost DRS range on the cars in front, but he's now right back in that fight again. I think Eliza may pull out of a second though on Fabian. I think that's the... Yeah, Eliza did pull out a DRS range of Fabian, so this is now a true battle for the lead between Fabian and Harry at the end. But that has massively affected the outcome of this race, which could actually have given Fabian the win. We never know. We'll see it till the end who actually wins what. But it's a 1-lap fight for Luke. Can Harry do what I did to him in F2 and go around the outside of Fabian on the last lap? Fabian almost crashed out there in the final corner. Very close to the inside wall. And now he has the DRS on Fabian now. Very quick. Harry looks to go back to back here. How has he not got a penalty yet? That's actually crazy. Sent that first corner. Crazy, that was no warning. Harry hits us. He's right behind Fabian. Can he get him on the exit? It's going to be so close between the top 2. Can he get a Fabian? He goes down the inside of Fabian on the final lap of the race. He's fully sent it. He does make the move. He gets Fabian on the inside line. He gets him into the lead goes Harry with a late send on the final lap of the race. What a move. He sends him wide. That's Schenk spinning off the corner. He looks for his first podium in a while. He hasn't got a podium since fucking Bahrain. Or since Singapore, I should say. He's now in the fight, but it looks like Harry, at the end of the race, has Fabian got enough battery. He could send the last 2 corners to get back at him. But he's not going to. And Fabian in the final corner, and Harry goes 2 for 2 and wins the Austrian Grand Prix on the final lap of the race. What a move to win against Fabian in second, Schenk third, Dan fourth, who somehow managed to hold on to his tyres at the end. Bonfo got Jan at the end. And now, are you sure? Who the fuck is this guy? He might be dragged, it might not be. He's going to get a top 10 out of nowhere. Graham Crackers gets P7 though because of the 3 seconds. Darkson was ahead and now he loses the points because he had loads of penalties. Darkson P8, P9 to Dylan, P10 to Ski. John narrowly missing out on the top 10. How many penalties does this guy have, man? What a race. By far the best race of the season. That was actually one of the best races we've ever had. But did you get fastest lap, Harry? No, Ski got fastest lap by a second. Never mind. Eliza missed out on the fastest lap from Ski by a tenth, by the way, so Eliza's washed. That's quite funny. Anyway, that's quite a bit of aura for Ski to say that he beat Eliza's fastest lap on earlier in the race, by the way. Eliza was on fresh mediums at the end. Softs for Felix. Could he get fastest lap at the end, maybe? Probably not. That was a very good race at the end. I should have commentated that more. I was actually so engrossed in watching the race that I forgot to commentate. So, a lot of points for Harry. Harry now gains 5 points off Fabian. Of course, Fabian got that fat. The pole. Oh, no, he didn't get pulled, did he? Never mind. So it is 6 points he gains on Fabian now. But Fabian gets P2 to get back on the podium. Harry wins 2 for 2 in that race. Shank goes for P3. His first podium was at Singapore. Dan in P4, holding on to his destroyed tyres at the end, gets ahead of Bonfo in P5, sorry, and then P6 to Jan. P7 as well, so it's P6, 7 for Red Bull. Let's go! And then it's Darkson in P8, P9 to Dylan, and P10 to Ski, who gets the fastest of the race to give him a second point. What a race it was today. Austria delivers again with one of the greatest races in NPL history. Probably a 10 out of 10 race, to be honest, or probably at least a 9. Absolute cinema. That was very much like season 10 again. Dan will have fun watching back the highlight reels of that one. That was so fun to watch. I don't even know what to look at half the time. That was way better than Monza. Shank says, please tell Harry great overtake in a sarcastic way. I think Shank's referring to Harry's double overtake attempted to turn 3 in the middle of the race. And Harry is just giggling like a little, I don't know. Is it Fabian by any sense? Or is it Jan? If you had Nico every time Fabian went for complaining about a last lap overtake, then which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice, right? I mean, this time, I'm gonna get some tiramisu to celebrate that great race. I've been waiting to eat it. He wants me to get 3 seconds. Send it. He goes down the inside of Fabian on the front of the race. He's fully sent it. He does make the move. Send it, Harry. Send it. Send it. He goes down the inside of Fabian on the front of the race. He's fully sent it. He does make the move. Yeah. No, I messaged John before the race to tell him to kill Isaac. I mean, tell Riley to kill Isaac. Anyway, I'm joking with it. End of stream, guys. I'll see you next weekend. What were the races next weekend? You going, yes! Spain and Belgium next weekend. Fabian very good at both tracks. They're probably his best tracks. They're actually me, Fabian's best weekend. I'm kind of scared now. We'll see then. Uh, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you do. You do overtake down the championship by quite some margin because of the sprint race as well. He wasn't. Yar was not P4. He was P5. He goes down the inside of Fabian on the front of the race. He's fully sent it. He does make the move. Right, there we go. Anyway, yeah, we'll see you next weekend for the Spanish and Belgian Grand Prix, respectively. It's going to be a fun race. 2 of Fabian's strongest tracks. Can he continue to extend his championship lead, or will he lose it some more like he did this week?